afternoon to you. Welcome to another edition of Saturday Tech Live. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Monica Waweru. Now, today we are discussing about the reasons why every business should embrace information security. My guest is joining me live all the way from Thika. She's going to talk about that particular topic. So, meanwhile, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, make sure you do so. Hit that notification bell, and also you can follow us on our social media platforms. We appreciate you so much. To my guests, so much for making time for us. You can please introduce yourself to our viewers and tell them what you do.
Okay, so first of all, thank you so much, Deep Africa, for having me today. My name is Olive Jerry. I'm a cybersecurity enthusiast, and I'm also a student.
Thank you so much. Please, you can start off by telling us what is information security.
Okay, so information security is not just about protecting data from unauthorized access. It's all the processes, all the activities that are carried out to make sure that critical data assets are protected from people with malicious intent.
So, you've told us you are a cybersecurity enthusiast, right? What is the difference between information security and cybersecurity? Are they related?
They're related, but information security is more tailored towards securing information, that is data that's already been processed. Data security, on the other hand, is more inclusive. Yeah, it involves information security and other types of security that are related to the cyber that's being online in the day and times.
Okay. Today we're focusing about information security. You can tell us what are the concepts of information security?
Okay, so when it comes to information security, there are three key concepts that people aim at maintaining. So that when your information is out there, you need to make sure that this information maintains its confidentiality, its integrity, and the availability. Yeah, so those are the main three concepts that we make sure that we reach when we're trying to secure our information.
Yeah. So tell us one by one. What do you mean by confidentiality, integrity, and also availability?
Okay, so when I mean confidentiality, now for two entities to communicate on the internet, it means that
Uh-huh.
my data needs to reach you the way I sent it, and no one else needs to have seen that data. So it needs
Yeah.
to be confidential. It needs to be integral. That means that no one changed the data in between as I was transmitting it from me to you. And I need to make sure that this data did not get lost in the middle of the way. So it needs to be available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now to the main question of the day. What are some of the reasons why my business or businesses should embrace information security?
Okay. Now, you as a business, you're trying to sell services to people. Now, this
Yeah.
when you're selling services, sorry, to people, you need to make sure that the information retains its confidentiality. Basically, the three concepts that I talked about, and you need to make sure that no other person can access what they're not supposed to see. Say, I'm the client, you're the business owner probably. If I need to purchase something from you, maybe there shouldn't be any other person who should see our transaction. There shouldn't be anyone who should eavesdrop. Maybe we're just talking. Yeah, so we need to really make sure, and it's really critical we protect information mostly regarded with businesses, because any leak in of sensitive information, any access to organization data, it can really have bad effects on not
Yeah.
only your organization but also your reputation.
I understand that you're a penetration tester. Tell us more about it. Do you do, or what does it entail, and how is it related to information security?
Okay, so a penetration tester, if I would call them, they are basically in the good hackers in quotes. So what we
Mm-hmm.
do before
Mm-hmm.
information is disseminated out there, we need to pass it through a couple of tests, right?
Yeah.
We need to
Uh-huh.
make sure that this data is secure. This data, anything that, say, I have a web application, I'm
Mm-hmm.
selling things through it. Say it's just sorry, yeah, an e-commerce site. So
Mm-hmm.
people, there'll be money involved. There'll be a lot of transactions going on between them. So you, as a penetration tester, you need to test this application and make sure
Mm-hmm.
it's not vulnerable to any attacks that an attacker might leverage on your web application and expose
Mm-hmm.
maybe data, steal critical information. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. In other words, you're an ethical hacker, right?
right. Yeah.
Okay. Apart from penetration testing, what are some of other what are other activities that you can carry out to for us to enhance information, online information for businesses and or everything that is it's in the internet.
Okay. Now, say you've decided to go online by advertising your business. You've
Yeah.
decided to choose the online model, so that
Mm-hmm.
you need to do a lot of things to make sure, because right now, not our data is not 100% secure. So you
Mm-hmm.
need to make sure you employ at least a lot of mitigation techniques to make sure that the data will be very secure. So a couple of things that you can do, you can maybe hire a penetration tester to test your maybe application against known vulnerabilities, and maybe even 0 days. When I say a 0 day, I mean it's an attack that it's out there yet, but people don't yet know how to solve it. So you
Mm-hmm.
also need to maybe have a blue team for the
Mm-hmm.
defense. The blue
Mm-hmm.
team man needs to keep monitoring your application, analyzing and raises and anything that raises a flag, they need to inform you about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know we have so many hackers. You know, internet is very it's available for everyone who has a phone, or not only a phone, who is has a digital device. We have hackers, we have crackers, we have eavesdroppers, we have viruses that are inserted to machines. What are some of the tools do we should we have to install for us to be able to secure this online information from such kind of people?
Yeah. So, you as a business owner, you probably need a developer to develop your application that you're going to use to sell your services to the people. So that
Mhm.
developer needs to practice secure coding techniques.
Uh-huh.
Also, yeah, you also need to make sure like your customers' assets, they're not at risk.
Mhm.
Yeah, you really need we need to protect this data from the bad people, if I'd call them that. Yeah,
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
those are just some of the tools that maybe you could use for the
Mhm.
blue teamers. So
Mhm.
these are the ones that mostly do the defending. They basically, I don't know, if you watched movies, Hollywood movies, you see in
Mhm.
big screens people with just, some type of code running down up and down the screen. So
Mhm.
mostly that's the blue teamers. They basically stay maybe at a screen and use some tools like the Splunk SIM tool. So SIM
Mhm.
tools basically they use for analyzing. Yeah, they just
Mhm.
monitor network
Mhm.
in sorry, network traffic, what's going on, right?
Mhm.
Now, and now the red teamers, they need to have some testing tools like Nmap, BAP suite. Yeah, those are just the most common ones. Yeah.
Mhm. What do they do?
Okay. So, so now
And
you've
yeah,
you as a business owner, sorry.
uh-huh, uh-huh,
Okay. So now you as a business owner, you've employed me as a penetration tester to test your application. So
okay.
yeah, people say that every hacker has their own methodology. So,
Mm-hmm,
but most of them do try by gaining as much information as they can, right?
mm-hmm,
Whether it's a black box or a gray box or a white box pen test. So,
mm-hmm.
okay.
Okay.
So if I'm doing black box, this means I have no knowledge, knowledge of anything that's going on, right?
Okay.
If I, yeah, so I need to
Mm-hmm,
use the right tool set. The first for to gain information, I'd use a tool like Nmap. It will help
mm-hmm.
me. Just it's called it's the network mapper. So I'm just trying to
Oh,
get yeah, I'm just trying to get a map kind of your network, how it's structured, how many maybe machines you have on your organization, how many servers, the applications that you're using for the back end, for the front end.
mm-hmm,
Yeah. So Nmap is a really helpful tool when it comes to gaining information about what you're
mm-hmm,
trying to test, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Just like you've said, we have so many methodology that we can carry out for us to enhance security. We have penetration testing, we have encryption, installing antivirus softwares, and also we have different firewall tools and all those tools. Now, I want you to talk to that to this viewer who is watching us right now, and they maybe they're interested in cybersecurity, but they don't know where to start or how to go about it, but they just know they want to do to become an ethical penetration tester, or in other words an ethical hacker, not the black hat. I want you to talk to that person, tell him or her how to go about it, and based on your journey. I know you started somewhere and you're here. Tell us how was it, and maybe you can encourage someone who's watching.
Okay. So for the beginners, so you want to become a penetration tester or an ethical hacker. So the first
Mhm,
step is just performing a quick Google search. How do I become a cybersecurity expert? How do I start my penetration testing journey? And a quick Google search will tell you that you need to maybe know Linux, you need to know, understand how networks work, you need to understand, you need to have a deep understanding of the web, how the web works. Yeah. And in during your Google search, as you're just maneuvering through the internet, you'll find a couple of books. You'll also find a couple of sites. So some beginner friendly sites that you can go to practice your hacking as you learn. So we have tryhackme.com. It's a very beginner friendly site. It gives you some lessons. So you just go through the lesson. Say today I wanted to learn about SQL injection. For those of you who are familiar with web application testing, SQL injection attacks are like the demon, sorry, in web, like the demon in. So if I need to practice SQL injection, so TryHackMe will give you lessons. So you just go through, learn what SQL injection is, learn how to write an SQL query, and then learn how to abuse any SQL injection vulnerabilities you might find in a web application. So there are a couple of other sites as you go through, as you advance, you'll find Hack the Box, you'll find Van Hub, you'll find just a couple of very made helpful sites out there. So another thing I find really helpful after learning how Linux works, you also now start some scripting to automate your tasks. You can learn Bash scripting, you can also learn Python. So that's basically what I started with. I just did a quick Google search, and then I went to try Hackme, and then as you propel, you find a couple of other very helpful sites. So yeah.
Yeah, sure. Indeed, everything. Nowadays everything is online, and we have to ensure that every information, our information that we have online should be secure, because we have so many people who are trying to attack our resources online. So we should be cautious, and we should also have such tools so that they can help us to avoid our us losing such important information. We are coming to the end of our discussion. So, any last words?
Okay, so um, this is to any person maybe trying who is looking forward to being a business owner. Just know that security is going to be a very important aspect in your business, and
Mhm.
there's this issue of you're used to security being at the last step of development before, like just before you go to production. Now you need to make sure that you security is the DevOps cycle, right? So we need to
Mhm.
make sure that security is integrated in the DevOps cycle, and we get DevSecOps right
Mhm.
now. Yeah. So that security is going to be a very crucial aspect in every business, not only in businesses, because we need security all around. So yeah.
Mhm.
And to that person, I'm looking
Mhm.
forward to starting in cybersecurity. It all begins with a quick Google search, and
Mhm.
then you pivot, and you'd be a very good security searcher probably. Yeah. So
Okay.
thank you for having me. I'm looking
You're welcome.
forward to having maybe interactive sessions later.
Okay. Thank you too. Thank you so much for making time for us. We appreciate it a lot. So, guys, that's all that we had for today. I hope that you've learned from Olive. She has told us the importance of having ensuring or embracing information security to our online information. So, guys, until next time, same place, same time. It's goodbye for now. But please, if you haven't followed us yet, please do so at Deep Africa World. That is Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's at Deep Africa World, and also we are on TikTok, Deep Africa. And also you can visit our website. That is www.deepafrica.com. Call us. We have our office line. That is 0712 500 500. We have an online chat. You can text us 24/7. We are available to help you in case of anything, in case of any question. We are always willing to help. So until next time, it's goodbye for now.